Jets just beat the Bengals. Final score 34-31. Wow, what a win. We defeat the number one team in the AFC as of this morning. That is crazy. We got curb stomped last week. That was one of the more embarrassing games in this entire Jets franchise's history. And what do? On Halloween Day, we put on the black jerseys. Mike White, who's never even started an NFL game before, we go and beat the Bengals, and we put up 34 points. I mean, I don't think there was any Jets fan that was thinking that we could even put up maybe more than 20. And Mike White, he is the MVP, without a doubt. He was dinking and dunking, and that was the name of the game for this entire offensive game plan, is the short passes, curl routes, hook routes, crossing patterns. We even had some trickery. We had the freaking Philly special on a 2-point conversion. I love the guts by LaFleur there to go for a trick play on his 2-point conversion. I mean, we tried it with Crowder too. It drew a flag. This was just a great offensive day for the Jets. Michael Carter too, the running back. I think he had over 140 yards of total offense. He's an absolute beast. He breaks through so many tackles. He only had one bad play, and that was where he had Mike White's pass go off his helmet for a pick, so it was costly, but he did make up for it, in my opinion at least. And Keelan Cole, can we just talk about that catch? It was overturned, but I don't care. If anything, that should have stood as a touchdown, and then Braxton Berrios' should have been overturned, but whatever. It is what it is. I love that we got Keelan Cole involved. He was one of the more underrated signings by this Jets team, and we haven't really utilized him to the best of his abilities until today. And we were out Corey Davis. Denzel Mims, he got one catch, but hey, at least it's something. He had a nice block on one of the touchdown runs. I think it was Ty Johnson's maybe. So he was showing up too. The offensive line and the defensive line. The defensive line, they got some pressure on Joe Burrow, although we did not contain him as well. We still got to him a few times. It was crucial on at this the Bengals' last drive, where on third down we got a huge sack and put them on 4th and 14 to force them to punt the ball. That was huge. I'm just impressed by this coaching staff as a whole for the adjustments that they made. They looked themselves in the mirror and said, we cannot have the shitty performance of what happened against New England repeat itself. The season is saved in this essence, is that now it's not about Zach Wilson's development. We still have a chance to win games. I mean, we're 2-5, 5 losses. Theoretically, we could win out, even though it's not going to happen. We are still competitive, and if the Patriots lose today, we might sit at third because the Dolphins lost too, so we're actually higher than them. Can you believe that the Dolphins, one of the Super Bowl favorites at the start of the season, and now the Jets are better than them? Anyways, this is just a great win. Mike White is the starting QB on Thursday night, without a doubt. I'd be absolutely mind-blown if the coaching staff decides to roll with Flacco after that game. I feel like you just cannot do that, but who knows? Maybe there'll be some drama. And we pretty much limited Jamar Chase, too. He did not have an explosive, lengthy bomb touchdown. He did have a touchdown, but it was just improvisation, and that's because the defensive line could not contain Joe Burrow. But I want to point this out, too. The Jets' run defense, I think we only gave up maybe 20 yards rushing. That is such an improvement. I'm almost positive in every single game the Jets have allowed over 100 plus yards of rushing yards. And today was the first day where that was completely not a factor. The Bengals were forced to pass the football consistently. Sorry for the cutout, but what I was going to move to next was the defense as a whole. The cornerbacks, they did their job because the Bengals, they have a lethal offense. They have weapons galore. Our secondary is the youngest in the entire NFL. I thought everyone held their ground except Marcus May. I didn't really see him too much, and the time I did, it was because he was playing the deep safety for the right side of the field, and he allowed T. Higgins to get by him. But the linebacking core, C.J. Mosley is such a huge impact for this defense. It's unbelievable. We looked a lot more sound and competent. And Jarrad Davis, he looked okay for his first game action in the not the green and white, in the black and white today, too. So this is really all you could ask for as a Jets fan, is a huge win against one of the better teams in the entire NFL. The things that this will do for the locker room and our confidence moving forward should be very high. Now, hopefully it's not the same case where it was when we beat Tennessee and we thought we were going to easily cruise past the Falcons, because that was exactly a trap and something that cannot repeat itself again. If we get embarrassed by the Colts, who, keep in mind, are a good football team, so it will be competitive versus them, but cannot get absolutely embarrassed, get in over our heads and think that we're the shit. No, we still got to finish up. We're still not one of the better teams in the NFL, even though we beat two of the better teams in the NFL. And this is just, I can't stress enough. It's one of the better wins for this franchise in the past few years. There's still hope for the season. Hopefully the coaching staff can continue on this upward trend. Mike LaFleur should stay in the press box. It's what will happen, actually. So, I mean, the fact is, even though we lost the turnover battle, we still won the game with a backup quarterback with 0 NFL starting experience. That's wild. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know, Jets fans, how are you feeling? I'm so excited to hear what you guys say, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.